Hi everyone, it's Dave from LendPower here. Welcome to another episode of InvestPower series. What we have today is about loan structuring. This is another one of those buzzwords that's been used a lot. What exactly is loan structuring? I think loan structuring is actually very important from an investor perspective, in particular if you want to grow a portfolio. So loan structuring, essentially what it means is how you structure the lenders in a specific way so that you can maximize your borrowing capacity. That's why it's particularly important for investors in today's world, especially when credit is so tight. Very, very difficult to borrow money. It's even more crucial to make sure that, especially when you are starting out your investment journey, we need to make sure that your loan structuring is done correctly so that you can go as far as you can within the limited resource that you have, okay? That's why it's important. That's why I want to make sure that I cover some of the basics of today so you understand what loan structuring is and why it's important, and also give you an example of what it will look like. Now, how do you do that? We will look at starting off with the tightest lender. Let's call in this case lender A. And then we move down to the moderate servicing lender, let's call this lender B, and then the most lenient lender, and let's call this lender C. So essentially loan structuring is we work from the tightest lender all the way down to the most lenient lender, okay? That's a very simplistic term. Why is that important? Okay, well, I like to illustrate using a couple examples so that will make it easier for you to understand. So let's look at scenario one. Scenario one, a property investor wants to look at investing. He went to see a mortgage broker that knows how to do loan structuring. Therefore, his first investment property will be under lender A, and let's assume that he was able to borrow $300,000 to fund his first investment property. Okay, so IP1. Now, after a year, he saved up again and he wants to buy his second one. Now, lender A says, no, I can't borrow you anymore. We then look at lender B. So IP2, lender B might be happy to lend him another $300,000. Happy days, honky dory. And then let's look at another year, and then he saved up again and he wants to invest another one. Lender B says no, therefore we move on to lender C with IP3. So another probably $300,000, okay? That's the ideal scenario if loan structuring is done correctly, okay? So he'll be able to maximize loan borrowing capacity, in this case, 3 properties, a total of $900,000. Okay, consider an alternative scenario. Let's say today he didn't actually decide to see a mortgage broker and he decided to just go and see the bank himself, okay? So he went to see lender B first, and he wants to buy his first property. Okay, cool. All right, so what he wants to do then is he took out $300,000 with lender B. Excellent, that's tick. And then now he also, and then next he ran out of serviceability with lender B, so he looked at moving to lender C or speak to another lender which is more lenient, and he got his second property with $300,000 there. Tick. Now what happens? He's already exhausted the most lenient lender and now he's running out of options. If you now go back and look at lender A, who's got the tightest serviceability and wants to get IP3, lender A is going to say, no, I can't lend you anymore because you don't service. So in this case, in scenario 2, the investor will be capped at $600,000 with the incorrect loan structure and therefore unable to move forward. Whereas scenario 1, we're able to go down to 3 investment properties with $900,000 value in altogether. So you see, it's really a one-way street if you get it correct. Now, what happens if you are trying to buy a home yourself, for example? Like you're an owner-occupier, you want to buy your first property, and at that time, you just want to be able to borrow your maximum capacity, not thinking about investing down the line. That's okay. Let's use that as a scenario 3 then. assuming that, you don't want to see a mortgage broker because, you checked online calculator and you found, okay, well, I can borrow $600,000 with one of the lenders who's most lenient. Okay, so let's assume you borrow $600,000 for your own home in lender C, okay? So with lender C, $600,000, not looking to invest, that's fine. 10 years down the track, okay, well, now that there's some equity in there and you want to be able to invest now, but you're actually with the most lenient lender, now what can you do? Because you can't move anymore in this direction. Right, okay, so if you do want to invest at that stage, then what you could do is, it all comes down to serviceability. If you are able to improve your income, okay, so let's assume that you were single when you bought this home, and now you're married and you've got your wife's also earning an income, then essentially your serviceability would have improved. And at that point in time, if your income has improved, we can then look at assessing either moving you across to the tightest lender, or if it still doesn't qualify, then we look at moving you across to the modest lender, okay? So in this scenario, let's assume that we're able to move you to the modest lender because your wife also got a relatively moderate income. So that has now moved to the lender B, and what we could do then is buying your IP1 with lender C. Okay, so I hope that gives you some idea about what loan structuring is. And if you find this video helpful, please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates. More exciting videos will be coming through in the next couple of weeks. And if you've got any questions, feel free to comment below. I will always check the channel and do my best to reply any questions that you have, okay? Until then, I'm David from LendPower. I'll see you in another Invest Power episode.